Hey guys, welcome back to Tyra Farms. And it is August 27th and I'm up here at the garden. I just got done mowing. I've been mowing a little bit. The grass has started to die down. It's not growing as fast, so that's always good. But I just wanted to show you the garden here at the end of the season, what it's really turned into. We've got a few things that we're still kind of picking, but for the most part, everything's starting to die down. I'll show you here. I've not tilled it since the last video I showed you when I tilled it all up. So all this has just slowly grew back. Corn is done. We're going to use some of that for around the fall, to make some fodder shocks. So this is pretty much what's left. I mean, it's not bad. We still have some tomatoes. We have a couple green beans. I was just checking it, and there was a plant that didn't really grow. And if you'd been listening to my earlier videos, I told you one plant didn't really get beans on it till late, and it's got beans on it now, and they're actually pretty good. So I may pick a bag and tell you how they are. And I just got some okra. We do have some sweet potatoes. The cucumbers are pretty much dead. I did get 2 cucumbers off of it just now, and Billy got some off of it last week. I believe she got a couple of them. She got a few last week too. She come up here and picked quite a bit of stuff. We had a whole table full of stuff. So it actually did really good, and some of the stuff is still, like I said, it's dying down, but this pepper plant still has some nice banana peppers on it. And this was one of the plants earlier on in the year, didn't really do much. And there's another one right here, and they're looking good. I'm gonna get some of these today as well. I mean, look at those peppers. That's a good one right there. And then our jalapenos, them are looking good too. There's a lot of good peppers on here. And I don't know if you can see some of these green beans, but they taste really good. So I'm going to probably pick some of those and break them later. There's a few nice tomatoes. I'm gonna go through here and pick some tomatoes out. Oh yeah, look at these peppers. I mean, the pepper plants have done really good. So look at those. All the pepper plants are looking good. I'm going to check the dates on my sweet potatoes. I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sweet potato plants that I need to dig up. I'm not sure when I'm supposed to. I've got a chart. The okra is looking good. I mean, it's actually too big. I mean, look at that okra. It's bigger than my face. That thing's huge. Yeah. So a lot of people don't like them that big, of course. But there are smaller ones. And this okra plant, this is the first time I was growing okra. And I think next year, there's a big one I missed right there. Look at this. That thing's huge. There's a couple over there too. Look at that. Them are huge. Yeah, so I'm gonna cut those. I'll try to post some pictures at the end of the video so y'all can see it. The okra plant did amazing. Like, it's still going strong. And it is up to my neck. Like, it's up to my shoulders. It has grown so good. And we ate it a couple times. We fried it up, and it was really, really good. Really good. The kale, there's some kale. The kale actually still looks good, and I need to pick some of it. Lettuce is done. The broccoli did okay. The cauliflower, we really didn't get any cauliflower at all, like none. So they were ate up. And I'm looking right now to see if there's anything. There's really nothing. The cauliflower, we'll have to try to do better next year. We did plant some late cantaloupe, and you can see it right here. They're just like watermelon pretty much. And we've got a couple growing. You can see there's 1 and 2 right there. There's 2, 3, a little one right here. And I need to prune all this up. There's another small one. Need to prune all that up so we can focus our energy on those 3 or 4 that we've got. I've not been up here for like a week and a half at least. The grapevine is doing really good. Here's the top of it. Since I've been up here, it's probably grown 2.5 feet. So it was down here, it's grown all the way up here. So I need to kind of weave, and like it's already starting to grab on right here. I need to try to put it around the cattle panel a little better. And there was some grapes on here. I don't know, there they are. See them in my hand there. So that thing has really took off. Billy had put some flowers down at the base of it. We had some flowers pop out. It's kind of hard to tell now what is flower and what is weeds. So I'm going to have to go through them and try to cut them up. We had the crookneck squash, which there's a couple here. There's one, pretty good size. So I'm gonna get some of those. Here's another one. Them kind of just break off, so I'm not worried about being gentle with them. Here's some more zucchinis. We got a few of those. So I'm gonna put all those right there. And I'm gonna be taking these to the store and just putting them out for sale. Let me see the watermelon. I need to go through the watermelon because it looks like a jungle in here. If you don't prune your watermelon up like every week or every 2 weeks, it will grow and grow. So look, it has grew all the way to my cattle panel. This has grown like 6 feet in 2 weeks. So we do have a couple watermelons. And let's see, you can see one right here. And it actually sounds pretty good, so I'm gonna try to look at the tendril on this one. And I believe the tendril has dried up on it, so that one sounds pretty good. And there's another one right here beside of it. We still have a few. I see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's 6. There's one over there. So we still have a few, which I'm surprised. But they've done good. Everything did really good. We're very happy. This was our first year doing our own garden, and we really learned so much. I mean, if you're going to do it, just dive right in, do it. the only way you're going to learn is if you just jump right into it and you just start doing it. I think there's a deer up around the road. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I can't see it that good, but it's about time for the deer to come out. They usually come out anytime now. So I try to keep my eye open for deer anytime I'm doing a video, because you'll turn around, there'll be one within 10 feet of you. But yeah, for the most part, it turned out really good. Like I was saying, if you want to do a garden, just jump right in, start doing it. Get on YouTube. I've got some videos, check them out. I try to keep them labeled. This next season, next year, we're going to do things a little different. I'm going to try to do more videos solely on each individual plant. So like I'm going to do a tomato series, kale, corn. I'm going to try to be a little more specific on my videos to help everybody start doing a garden. Because there's nothing like fresh produce. And like you just seen, we've got beans out here and all this stuff in the garden. You can just walk up to it, pick it, and eat it. I mean, from the corn to the kale to the tomatoes to the peppers, cucumbers, green beans. I mean, these green beans are good. Look at that. They're good. Do you need to wash them? Yeah, you should probably wash them, but that's good. But it is so good. It's so nice to have a garden. And it doesn't have to be a big garden. You can start with raised beds. Put you some carrots out, put you some tomatoes. I almost dropped my phone. Anything. Because once you start eating your own raised produce, it'll be a game changer. And a good story is we went out to eat, Billy and I and the kids. We went out to eat, and we went to this place we always like. And I love their mashed potatoes. So I got the mashed potatoes. And they didn't taste good. I was like, these don't taste that good. And I realized, since we had been eating our own raised potatoes, we've been making mashed potatoes every night. And it tasted so different now. And we'd ate there since then, since that time, and it didn't taste as good. So I've been to this place twice and had the same mashed potatoes I've had for years, and now they taste bad. So that tells you something. And it's just so much healthier. I know what I did to raise this stuff. I know if I put in chemicals on it, and the only thing I really did put on a couple things was 7 dust, and that was to keep some of the beetles off, which I really didn't use a lot. And I didn't really put it on much. Like a lot of things I didn't put it on. I think we only done it like one time just to try to keep the beetles off. But for the most part, we didn't use any chemicals. We had the best potatoes I've ever had. We did the Kennebecks, and we done 23 potatoes. And it's so amazing that I planted 23 potatoes, and they were about that big. They had a little eye on them. Put them in the ground, hill them up to about 1 foot tall. And each hill, as you've seen, we got about at least 5 to 8 potatoes out of. And we did them on this back row here. Best potatoes I've ever had in my life. I'm not just saying that. They were so good. And I mean, Atlas and Billy and everybody will vouch and say the same thing. So we're very happy. And now I'm looking around it's starting to grow up, and it's kind of sad. I want to come out here and till it up. We're going to save the stalks on the corn. They're already starting to die. some of the broccoli is actually, there's little pieces on the broccoli. The kale though, I'm gonna get some more kale, and I can, because these are still good. I mean, look at that. That's a good smoothie right there. So I'll be having a green smoothie later. I have a juicer, and we just wash it off really good and just shove it down in there, and it juices right up. It's so good. So we still got some cantaloupe. We're going to try to get growing a little more. Dad really likes cantaloupe, so we wanted to put some cantaloupes out. We got some more watermelon. Watermelon has been amazing. Amazing, best watermelon ever. And we did the crimson sweets. They were really good. We've ate 2 of them, and we've sold the rest of them. And they're just really good. I think next year we had talked about doing a lot bigger bottom for watermelons. So stay tuned for that. We've got plenty of room to do stuff. It's really just time consuming to do what we want to do because we're still working, and we have a newborn. He'll be 8 weeks this Friday. And I'm still working full time and have a bunch of different little jobs I do. So it is time consuming. It's something we want to do in the future. I know this video is a little longer, but it's kind of going, this video I wanted to be kind of the wrap up to the season. So next year we're going to do some different things, and I'll post some more videos here in the coming months and kind of show you all how I'm cleaning the garden up. And because I don't want to come back, and I don't want to do anything for all winter and come back and me have to spend a whole week trying to clean it up. We will utilize this garden next year, but we may do some stuff in addition, because we've got this whole bottom up here past the fence, and we've got a nice bottom in front of the house, and it's really just a time crunch and allocating time away from other stuff to focus on what we want to do. So we still have to work, pay the bills, but we want to do this, and we're trying to do a little more stuff that we enjoy. So that's kind of the goal. We want to do some more stuff next year with the gardens. So that's really it. I'm going to hang around for a little bit, pick some stuff. And I'm going to check on the date on my sweet potatoes. And if they're ready to go, I'll bring you back here in a second, and we'll get a video of me digging them up, because we've ate some that we dug up earlier, and they were so good, so rich and like sweet. They were the Beauregards, so they're really good. And some of the ones we've got planted here weren't the ones that we had bought at Ace. I told you I bought some at Ace, and I had bought some at off the extension office. So every year the extension office around May or the end of May they will be selling slips, sweet potato slips, and that's kind of the rest of this stuff that we have, because we had planted sweet potatoes about a month and a half earlier. So this will be our second portion of sweet potatoes, and I'm hoping they're good. So we've got to check them out. I'm going to look at the date. Some of them. So I believe these are Beauregards. I don't know. I thought they were. They all kind of look the same. So once I dig them up, I'll be able to tell you. But I'm impressed with this grapevine. I'm going to try to make this grapevine just really take over this cattle panel, and it's doing a good job so far. You can see it here, and it's got a nice little tendril, little runner right here already. So I'm gonna shape this thing a little better. I'm gonna try to get it running in and out. And it's done a good job on its own. And there's a lot of vines coming in and out. So it's doing a good job. I may not mess with it too much. I don't want to stress it out. But that is really it, guys. I appreciate you all hanging out, watching, just listening to me go on. Check out this corn. We had really a lot of corn. A lot of it. Some of it we didn't get to in time. We were just so busy. I'm sure the birds have loved it. But we got a lot put up. Billy put some in the freezer, so we've got some to eat on. It is very time consuming, and we had a decent garden with a lot of different things. So we were really all over the garden, back and forth, because we were growing this item at one time, and then we was growing corn at a different time, and everything kind of, it matures and it gets ready to harvest at a different time. So I think for our first time, we did really good. We're very happy with it. I've enjoyed making these videos, and I hope you all have too. So help us out. Please like, share, and subscribe, and come check us out. We'll sell stuff at the store or the farmer's market. Just depends on what we've got time for. But I really appreciate everybody for watching. And I hope you all have a great day, and it's going to be fall soon. We had a couple pumpkins. We had like 4 or 5 pumpkins. They were the accidental pumpkins from pumpkins we had last year that rotted, and the seeds germinated, and just now we have other pumpkins. So we may do some pumpkins next year too. I think we're going to focus on watermelons. Everybody loves watermelon, especially fresh garden watermelons, and they're expensive, especially earlier in the season when nobody has them. At a lot of the markets, they're like $12.99, and that's crazy. So we're going to try to do some more watermelon next year. So like I said, stay tuned for that. But again, I appreciate y'all. I'm going to wrap it up here, gather some stuff up. The family's waiting on me at home, so I want to get home. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great night. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Okay, guys, I'm back. I checked my chart on the sweet potatoes, and I told you I'd be back if they were ready. And guess what? I think they're ready. On my chart I make this Excel spreadsheet saying when I plant the stuff, and then I calculate the harvest time to when they're ready to harvest, and I put that on the other side. So actually August 28th is when they're ready. So today's the 27th, and I'm here, and you all are too. And I've got this. I'm gonna go dig one up, and we'll see how it looks. If this one's not really, if it's not looking good, we will wait on the rest of them. But here it is, and I'm gonna try to do this by myself. So bear with my camera skills here. Let's see. What I'll do, I'm gonna go ahead and pull all this off and throw it over there. So right here, here's the heel. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to do this without turning my camera back around. I'm going to go all the way around it with my spud fork here. And I feel stuff in it, so and I know Atlas will not be happy whenever I dig these up, because he loves digging up potatoes. I don't really see anything right off. So let's get dirty now. Oh, here's some. You see that right there? And this is my favorite part because it is like digging for gold. Oh yeah. And you gotta be really careful. Them things are huge. Oh my goodness. Y'all are seeing me dig it up as I dig it up. Oh, look at those. Wow. Now them look good. I may just do, look at that. There we go. Oh yeah. That's good size. Now that's awesome. I like the look of that. I'm going to put that over there. There's your little kidney looking one. Look at that. Wow. That is awesome. Now these were the ones we bought from the extension office. And we planted them a little later. And they honestly, that one's huge. They honestly have done better than the ones we had done earlier in the year. Big old rock, and we've got some hard dirt right here. There's some smaller ones. Now look at that brute. Now that's what we like. Now Billy and I and Atlas all like sweet potatoes, so we like them big and chunky like that. That's huge. That's so nice. Look at those. There's all off of one slip. There may even be more. I'm going to try not to scar it all up. So I can get the maybe all of them. Yeah. Here's a little white one. I believe that is it. Wow. I'm very happy with that. I'm just making sure. Okay, that may be it. And that hoe, one thing I want to do next year with the sweet potatoes is just mound them up, hill them up a little better. Because I've noticed the better you hill them up, the better they are, just like potatoes. If we'd have healed up our sweet potatoes, or if we'd have healed up our potatoes, our Kennebecks, a little better, we would have got more, I believe. So we'll try to do that a little better next year. But I'm happy with those. That's one little hill. They're monsters. I mean, we can probably we'll have 2 servings, like we'll eat those 2 different nights. That'll take care of us. But I've got another little hill here, one here, one there, and then there's like 3 right here, like 1, 2, and 3. So we've got some left. I'll take these home, so that's good. I mean, if I get that much or any more, that's going to last us, about a month. We'll eat sweet potatoes twice a week, and we still have some potatoes left over, so we got plenty to eat on. But again, I appreciate y'all. I just want to show you the sweet potatoes. They did really good, and we love them, and they're so good for you. We dice them up, and we peel them, dice them up, and put them in the oven. I'll put extra virgin olive oil on them, and then I will put some cinnamon on it, and it's just amazing. So I appreciate it. I'm gonna load some of this stuff up and get myself loaded up and get home and have some dinner. So until next time, appreciate y'all. Have a good night.